Well, welcome to another good form preview, and it's not the calm before the storm, Baker, because even though we've got Breeders' Crown all around us, this is one hell of a meeting. It has got a Breeders' Crown flavour to it with many of the horses which will be headed towards Super Sunday going around, but we'll start from the start. And the start always for us is the first leg of the quaddy, or generally speaking, and this race features my little baby TCB McRae. I think he's going to start relatively short, has that outside second line draw over the short course. Are you declaring him?
No, I wouldn't be declaring him. It always makes you a little bit nervous when you've got a horse that's probably going to be in back play, trying to make up ground on decent horses, but I see no reason why he won't start $1.40 or $1.50 and be winning, so I won't be declaring him, but totally accept that most people will be playing him one out in at least your main quaddies. If you are looking to try and get him beat, then I'm Alex is obviously racing really well, he's drawn well. I've got some time for Adam Cartwright, who I still think is going quite well. He's going to be big odds again. Johnny Fox is racing well, and Our High Jinx is clearly the most interesting runner of the race for Belinda and Luke McCarthy. His best would probably be good enough to see him somewhere in the finish, but can he bring it? I'm not sure.
Has been trialling relatively impressively at Mangle in recent weeks. Just quickly, what happens early here? Does Chill Desire hold the top, or will Johnny Fox get across it?
There's probably a little bit too much speed drawn in between them for Johnny Fox to get across, in my opinion, but look, it's always a possibility here.
TCB McRae, incredibly impressive at the trials earlier in the week too, so expect him to win this race and go on to much bigger and better things. Race 6 on the program is the Minuteman Free for a wonderful race here. We've got arguably, well, definitely one of the top probably 3 or 4 horses in Australia at the moment in Hector JJ. This isn't his grand final though, he's headed towards that Breeders' Crown Free for All and then on to bigger and better things, so he might be just a shade off the mark here, even though he's been racing up there in Queensland. Is he a dead set certainty?
No, you can just play me on repeat. Same opinion. I couldn't be declaring him, but I think he'll probably start $1.50 or thereabouts, and I can see why he'd be playing him one out in the quaddies. So, yes, he should be winning. But
who's going to save the quad?
Definitely Chili Palmer and Massini. I'd be throwing Young Modern in, I think. No, he's an interesting runner now with Emma Stewart, and outside of those, Major Croc is probably 50-50. Do you throw him in from the second row? Probably not, but definitely Chili Palmer and Massini, the big two that I'd be throwing in your savers.
Do you think there's any chance Chili Palmer can hold Massini early on and be behind potentially Hector JJ if he does get the front?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Flying, and I spoke to Adam Kelly during the week. He said Chili Palmer's now ready to go.
Cool.
And then that's pretty ominous because he's been terrific at his last couple, particularly last start, really flashed home in a very quick final half. Race 7 on the program is the third leg of the quaddy here, and this is an all-star lineup. Well, it's a match in 3 really, but they're 3 outstanding horses. Our Waikiki Beach has won 20 from 21. Meningate, we know, multiple Derby champion and a superstar 3-year-old. And Franco Cristiano brings the X factor. Now, I know from speaking to you inside these 4 walls, you've got a bit of an opinion of Franco Cristiano, but can he win on this occasion?
Probably not. I think there's just a little bit too much against him from the back row draw. I think he'll still need the run heading into the Breeders' Crown. He's already qualified, obviously, for the semi-finals, so I don't see any reason for him to be having a gut buster here from the poor draw. Again, I'll put myself on repeat. I think Waikiki Beach is going to start pretty short. I'm not sure what price you marked him.
I marked him $1.60.
Yeah, $1.50, $1.60 again. I see why everyone's going to be playing him one out. Even more to this race, I think this is just one of those races where I've got a feeling something very strange could happen. I'm not going to say a bush rod or a racer could get up and blow them all out, but
I hope not.
I'm not going to say it, but I'm kind of going to say it. I wouldn't be surprised if something really strange happened. Yes, our Waikiki Beach should be winning, but I would be playing savers.
Just quickly on this race, just because of the draws, I can see Meningate leading, and drawn directly behind him is Franco Cristiano.
Yeah.
Case of him whipping around to the 1-1 and then Waikiki Beach getting the breeze. So,
disagree first of all.
Okay.
I think Franco Cristiano will be out the back early.
He won't make a move?
No.
In this sort of class?
No, not in my opinion.
Oh.
Could be wrong. Could be wrong.
Good to have a diversity of opinions. Last leg of the quaddy is a final. It's a Group 3 final. Empire Stallions Vic Break Championship final. Empire Stallions do so much for harness racing in this state in particular. Looks a race in 2 for mine, the 2 heat winners. A Stay and Play defeated a Snip of Grand in a Vic Bred Super Series semi-final. Which way are you headed?
I've always had a soft spot for Stay and Play. Yeah. I agree there's probably not much between them. Snip of Grand, the obvious one, and this could be an all-time low quaddy dividend at Tabcorp Park, Melton. I know if you're fade pretty skinny, but if it rolls in the favourite ways, it could be very skinny, sort of a $5 or $6 dividend. So, yeah, I don't think there's much between them, but I'm happy enough to stick with Stay and Play. I'm not sure if she can get across. She probably can't get across at the start. She's going to have to sit parked or maybe take the 1-1 and then come 3 wide. But I think she's probably the best horse in the race. But, you know, horses like Bazazard at his best is going to be running on. It happens to be a Metro, even a Bad Boy Brad. Not too sure there, but they're the each way ones. But for your quarters, I'd be sticking with 1 and 4.
Well, it would be no good sticking with you with this record low dividend because you've half taken on probably this Stay and Play will be the longest of the 4 favourites.
Yeah.
It's the only one you're sort of 3/4 declaring. All right, we've got to find the best bit on the program. 10 race card. I think that I can lead you in here. You found one in the last.
Yeah, we're going to wait till 10 p.m. I think All the Way May is the one. I really like her. I think she's getting back to her best. Her last start second was very good. If she's able to find a handy position in transit, there'll be speed on All the Way, and I think that'll suit her. So All the Way May each way.
All the Way May each way. Wonderful way to finish the good form preview for Tabcorp Park this weekend. Some terrific horses going around. So if you can't get out to Tabcorp Park, make sure to be watching on Sky. Good luck. Good punting.